Hey everybody, welcome on in to Sports Live in the 215. Um, Today we will discuss the Tush Push / Brotherly Shove ruling being tabled um, until May. At the owners' meetings on Tuesday, I believe it was, the proposal to kind of ban the version of the quarterback sneak that the Eagles made famous got 14 out of a possible I believe 16 votes to enact that rule banning the so-called tush push or brotherly shove, whatever whatever name whatever name kind of suits you. Like for those that don't know, those that don't know, it's it's a it's a version of the quarterback sneak um where two guys will get behind the quarterback and sh- and shove him for a yard, or or usually even more than that. But for for me, I'm gonna say that it's it's an absolutely bogus potential ban on a play um, just because the Eagles are good at it, or are the best at it. It does not give the play um, grounds for dismissal, and the what's the word I'm looking for? The the people who are pro ban would say, there's an injury risk. It's not aesthetically pleasing. Da da da. Let me let let me explain something to all you geniuses. Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, Günther Kuntz, the Packers GM. Um, I I I forget who else. There's zero injury data, um, or at least not sufficient injury data that supports that the play is even remotely any more dangerous than an average football collision. And the not aesthetically pleasing argument is just flawed, and let me tell you why. Because since when has the concept of football, where these big 300-pound guys in some cases literally ram into each other, when does that look aesthetically pleasing? Like it's it's not a requirement of a sport to always emphasize its prettier elements, and it's just really this whole that whole argument is really draconian, and just it's really just a flawed argument, and it's really stupid. um I just think that whoever is pro banning the play is salty or bitter because they can't stop it. And I know this podcast is called Sports Live in the 215, but I would have these same feelings if the Ravens were good at the tush push and we were not, because they're better. They're like if a team is better at something than another team, it should not be banned. It should be encouraged for the rest of the league to get better at it. That is the essence of competition. But these owners and these teams that are proposing this ban, excuse me, too fired up. I can't even speak correctly. Are just saying, well, we can't beat it, so let's ban it. And I'll even compare it to another sport, baseball. So the 1927 Yankees with Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Yogi Berra, Joe DiMaggio, I think, was on that team. Could be wrong. If not, correct me in the comments. But in 1927, they were called the Murderers Row. They led the league in home runs, runs scored, basically every offensive category. But for the sake of this argument, we'll focus on them leading the league in home runs, or leading baseball in home runs, not just the American League. Do you think in the offseason following the 1927 season, which the Yankees won the World Series, do you think in that offseason people in baseball went to the winter meetings and demanded that Kennesaw Mountain Landis ban the home run from baseball, so that way it takes away the Yankees' biggest advantage. Like, and you know what Kennesaw Mountain Landis probably said? He was like, no, get better at it. And I think the owners, they probably weren't happy about it, but they understood that that's the essence of competition. And I just think in our society today, we've lost that essence of competition. We whine and cry and complain when things don't go their way, instead of saying, what can we do on defense to potentially stop it. But even that argument doesn't seem to work, because the Eagles have they actually, when they invented the play, or invented this version of the quarterback sneak that we call the Tush Push or the brotherly shove, they used they enlisted the help of a rugby coach, and I forget the gentleman's name. But he was a really accomplished rugby coach, and he told Jeff Stoutland, the Eagles' offensive line coach, if there's that much mass going in one direction, it's basically impossible to stop. You have to all you have to do is be organized and in unison, and the play is unstoppable. So it's just too much mass going in one direction. And yeah, so I just think, and for all the people in the comments section that want to poke holes in, they shouldn't use a rugby coach, rugby's a different sport than football. You're technically right, but football and rugby are blood relatives, and if they're not, they're at least distant cousins. Just just the way that the sports are played. Rugby is essentially football without pads and no forward pass. And they're like maybe 13 guys on the field instead of 11 at a time. So I think that this whole argument of since we didn't get enough votes, let's table this discussion until May. Let's bribe maybe two other teams to be on our side. It's like, dude, it's just peak. It just reeks of like political garbage. I don't want to say jargon, but it just reeks of like just political garbage, and I hate that. Like, it's just no. Like, if you wanna, like, the defense can kind of essentially not lock their arms together, but they can essentially get set in a sort of rugby scrum kind of a way. Like, they can do that too. But for whatever reason they don't, and then they complain that, oh, we can't stop the tush push. It's not fair. Oh my, these these grown-ups need to grow up, and it's or they just really need to they really need just to really think about what the essence of sports is. And for me, the essence of sports is competition. It's just a shame that we've lost that sense of competition just because one team is the best at a play that everybody can do. Like, we're gonna ban it. I just don't see it as practical. Like, getting back to the home run argument, like, everybody in baseball could theoretically hit home runs. They just weren't as good at it as the Yankees were. But again, they actually said, I might not like this ruling, but I really gotta grow it. I really just gotta just grin and bear it and kind of develop my offense's kind of power game. And obviously you can also win in baseball in different ways, but for the sake of that argument, that's probably what a lot of teams did going forward. And the 1927 Yankees were by far the first team to hit a home run in baseball. Or they weren't, that's what I'm trying to say. But they were the team that popularized it. The Eagles are the team that just kind of popularized this new version of the quarterback sneak. And I mean, I know they technically invented it, so it's not the same, but they did popularize it. So I just don't think for lack of a better term, bribery should be even on the table for like changing this rule that everybody can do. They're just not as good at. changing like this rule that you can't use this one play, you can't use this one strategy. It's like they act like the Eagles. All they do is just push every play. Like we have the best offensive line, a great quarterback, two great receivers, a great tight end, a fantastic defense. So we're more than just one play, a tush push, which is the tush push. So with all of that being said, as always, go Birds, and don't ban the tush push.